Working with Jim Cornette is interesting because Jim Cornette, he's extremely passionate, and sometimes they say passion goes right alongside with craziness, and JC, he has a way that he believes the business should be and how it should go, and he's very adamant at keeping it that way, and so he's interesting to work with, but he does bring out the best in people. He'll push and push and push, even when you think he should stop, and you should say, Jay, I don't want to do it no more. He'll keep on pushing to get the best out of you because he knows and he trusts what you can produce. And Cornette, he's the kind of guy that, I worked with Cornette and Paul Heyman, and for two guys who are looked at as being different, they're a lot alike in a lot of ways.
What are your thoughts of Paul?
I think Paul's a great guy.
Genius.
I think Paul is great at bringing out what people do best. If you're great at promos, but you suck in the ring, I think Paul can bring you out so good in your promos that you'll have the illusion of looking good in that ring. He brings out the best qualities of people.
What's the saying again? Hide the negatives and then extenuate the
that's what he does. He hides your negatives and he accentuates your positives. He did with a lot of guys. While we were in OVW, he did that with tons of guys. He did that with me. To get me to learn more. Because I mean, in the ring, I was not the best, or not even close to being the best. But he accentuated my positives and hit my negatives while I was in the ring. I was working on my negatives slowly. And now I'm trying to balance out. He did it with Daniel Puder. I mean, people got behind Puder in OVW like crazy. And Puder couldn't really do nothing in the ring. But his intensity that he had from MMA, that he brought, it made people think that was like, oh, wow, he's really good, So.
How would you compare Paul to Jim, if you were to compare the two?
Cornette is more in your face. Cornette is more straightforward, straight down the middle. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it for you. I'm not gonna
tell you the shits.
Yeah, you're the shits. You suck. Put your boots in the ring and burn them. Get the fuck out of my face. But that's just Jimmy. That's the way he is. You take it for what it's worth. And it's usually that's how he feels. He gets the best out of people. And Paul Lee is more. He'll think it in his head, but he'll push the part you did good forward first and say, hey, you know what? That was a great promo. You did good in the promo. You did good in the entrance. And you know what? Even on the lockup, everything was great. But
there's always that but.
Right.
But you could work a little bit harder on this, on A, B, C, D, E, F, G. But hey, everything else was good. Don't forget it was good. But so it's kind of different. But they both get good results when you work for them.
Who'd you guys travel with in OVW?
During the house shows?
Yeah, during house shows and stuff like that, you guys.
We all had like different cliques and friends. Yeah. One of my big best buddies were there were Armando.
Right.
Charlotte has. That's my good friend. We traveled a lot together, and he also helped me to get where I am today. He pushed me a lot. Like some days I didn't want to go to the shows. I just wanted to, bum it out sometimes. I ain't gonna admit. And he'd be like, "Get your fucking ass over here at OVW, meet me. We going to the show." I'm like, "You're gonna work. I'm gonna try to, I'm like, all right, we'll see." And he helped me a lot. Thanks.
Was it hard to make a living in OVW at the time?
Yeah.
Actually, it wasn't for me.
Right.
I had the jobs. I had various jobs. I worked at
UPS.
No, I was washing dishes at UPS. The worst job I had in my life. Now look at me, faggots. I worked at Hobby Video. Watched this at UPS. And this one, should I even say it?
What's that?
At the gym. Fuck it.
Yeah,
I worked at the daycare at the gym. So what? Babies were taking bumps.
That's awesome. I guess, who were some of your mentors? You guys talked a little bit, like came down there. You said Dean and Arn. Anybody else come down there and, I guess, give you guys advice that you guys used?
Arn was a big influence for me. So was Dean and Steamboat. Lance Storm.
Al Snow's a good.
Yeah,
Al Snow's
Al,
great.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Al helped us both out a lot. You know,
Polished me up. A lot. Yeah.
Danny Davis. Danny Davis did so much for me that it's not even funny. I mean, I would never. I will always be in Danny's, pocket because he's done so much for me and Jason too. You know what I'm saying? That it's not even funny. So Danny was a really good mentor. I got arrested one night and was called Danny Davis on a payphone in the jail. And Danny was trying to get me out.
Right.
And this is not when he knew me for a few months or years. This is Danny knowing me for maybe a few weeks, and he took. It was right. It was trying to take care of it, trying to help me out.
Whose idea was it to put you guys together as a tag team?
Was it Heyman?
Heyman
or Al?
It was kind of it was kind of an agreement of things because I was on the angle with CM Punk, and Jason was had a tag partner named Brian, and they were
Dirty.
Dirty.
My original partner, we used to call it the Gang Stars.
Yeah, they were the Gang Stars, and they were doing a gimmick on the lower level parts of OVW TV, and I was doing with CM Punk going for the title, and after I had my title run, it was like Paulie was like, "This is what I want to do." He was like, "You need let's bring the Gang Stars with you." You know what I'm saying? And I was like, cool, I want both of them to call me. And he was like, well, that's too much. You bring one of them with you. And so it was between Brian and Jay. And
unfortunately, he had female problems.
Yeah, unfortunately, Brian had too many personal problems. But either way it went, I would have picked Jay anyway because I thought it's better for size and speed than, size and size. And so me and Jay just started, and at first Jay was just coming out with me, and just being my little hype man, like Flavor Flav, and then it more developed into
a tag team.
Us being a tag team, of Jay doing the hyping, me doing the beating, but
I rub it in.
Yeah. So
and we were originally heels too.
Yeah, we were originally heels. So like I told Jugga, he Chris Rock come in, and this, and so it kind of got over. Then we had got a real good. Then we had a match with Kane, and we did a video for that, for our training for that, and that's what actually got us over with the Office real big, and